When we arrived, the place was crowded. When we left, all was quiet. The streets were empty. Only the foot-traveling Sangha rhythmically walked through the dark night. The road was rough and rutted with holes everywhere. A few of us, including myself, tripped on these holes and fell. But fortunately, none of us were injured. The leader of the group tried to find a suitable place to stop for breakfast. As to what was on this morning's menu, we could only guess. After breakfast, I decided to stay towards the back of the group to observe. Indeed, one had to see to understand and to love. The older monks strenuously carried their bags, one for medicine and another for their alms bowl. Taking heavy footsteps along down the highway, the younger monks took frequent breaks to rest and to take a drink. We passed one another with understanding and loving smiles. Despite speaking different languages, Thai and Vietnamese, we all came from the same Father, the Buddha. Our path went through villages, towns, roadside stands. Numerous locals greeted us with admiration, expressed concerns, or asked to take pictures with us. A gentleman asked me what was in the 2 shoulder bags I was carrying. I immediately replied, "Bowls for arms to feed myself in order to survive." The man seemed to agree and nodded. I hope he understood. Accompanying me was a boy on a bicycle. I spoke to him in English. He replied back to me in one of the languages of India. He and I, one walking and the other paddling, for a long route. When I was silent, he would sing to me. Ultimately, I think neither of us understood a single thing from the other. I parted with the boy to go for an arms row, and then finished lunch. Afterwards, the 4 brothers in Tahama each took a corner in an abandoned room. Piku Chung-Hu was just half asleep when I saw a baby goat coming. I immediately called out, "Goat!" Piku Chung-Hu woke up and asked, "What are you calling for?" I told him, "I called for a goat." Piku Chung-Hu said, "I had just closed my eyes, with not even enough time for a nap, and already you woke me up calling for a goat?" The brothers laughed together to relieve their tiredness. We are still 300 kilometers from Paganya. The closer we are to the Sarat land, perhaps the more religious the people are. Upon seeing the Sangha, some people clapped their hands and bowed. Others prostrated to the ground. Still others touched the feet of the members of the Sangha to pay respect. After 43 kilometers, we arrived at our place for the evening. Today, there was still no water for bathing, and I have no idea how many more days we will without bathing water. Yet, we are still so happy. In the shivering cold and dew-laden air of the night, we gather with a cup of ginger tea to warm the hearts of the distant travelers.